Hey y'all. Trying to fix my camera because I look a little dusty. Because last night I had to spend the night at one of my businesses because somebody dropped the ball or something. So just know I had to make some sacrifices. So I haven't been in the fucking shower yet. Or anything like that. So I am got one more thing to do, and then I'm going to head home, and I'm actually going to take a spiritual bath instead of a shower. I'm actually going to take a spiritual bath instead of a shower because I wanted to give you guys a channel message because I've been going through like so many things I've been going through. And at first I was kind of like confused about why I was feeling a certain way. I'm sorry guys, I'm driving. I'm trying to get across somewhere. I was truly confused about a couple things that I was going through, and I didn't understand why I was going through them, and I didn't understand how to get go. Are you gonna let me go or let us go? Simple things and stuff like that. And I was confused about why I was going through things, confused about like why I've been so angry, because I've been very, 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 very upset and angry for the past couple days. Like I want to say I don't know why, but I do know why, and I'm about to tell y'all why. But I've been very angry, I've been very upset, I've been very irate, I've been talking to people any kind of way, I've been talking to people crazy, I've been just feeling upset. And at first I wanted to blame it on like, okay, maybe I'm coming on my cycle, my period or whatever, and maybe that's why I have an attitude. But I mean, I have had my period for almost 30 well, I guess you don't have it when you want, so I guess almost 10 years now I've had my period. And it's no excuse for me to, just because you have your period, to be angry. And I'm not always angry every time I have my period. So I'm like, what could it be? What could it be? Why am I so fucking mad? Why do I feel like I want to fight everybody? Why do I feel like I want to tussle? Why do I feel this angry? Then I realized over the past couple months, I've been consuming a lot of like fast food because I've been on the run. I've been like, not on, I said on the run. Yeah, okay, please don't mind my looks. I'm going to go get in the shower. I just had a hard layup last night. But I've been consuming a lot of foods that I normally don't confront. Because if you're an OG on the channel, you know I used to be a vegan and stuff like that. When I first started my spiritual journey, I stopped eating meat and everything like that. So, you know, I was at peak health for a while. So, but now since stress, I've been consuming a lot of fast foods, a lot of like fried foods, a lot of like sugars and stuff that that gives me enough for like energy to like move forward, which is really fake energy, because you know the sugar and the energy drinks and stuff is just giving me a false sense of having energy, when in reality I just need to get more sleep. So they've been giving me like a little bit of temporary help, so I just been relying on them. So it started with that. But then I decided to watch The Purge, and y'all know that so y'all know that I'm big into, like, my other businesses have to do with like film and cinema. I'm really big in film and cinema, so I watched all The Purge because I think they're actually good movies. Even though like the content is violent itself, I feel like the context and the characters and the way, like everything, the scenery, the dialogue is good. So I watched all of them. I watched the show. The show was really good. I liked the show. I liked all the movies. I watched it. But tell me why I was arguing with Terminex with my other business today, for my other business, and that's why the fuck I couldn't go home and get some sleep last night, because I had to argue with them and I had to keep arguing with them this morning. So ultimately I terminated them, but that's another story. So I had to argue with Terminex why I'm on the phone with one of the guys, and I'm like, I should, in my mind I'm thinking, yo, if the purge was real, I would purge you. Like I had that thought in my head, guys. Like that thought came into my head, and then when I really sat back and thought about it, I was like, hold a minute, that's scary. I'm having a customer service issue, and I'm sitting here thinking I should purge this guy because he's yelling at me. You get what I'm saying? And then like last night, after I finished all the Purge movies. I've been watching them over a span of like 3 days, and I finally finished the series last night. And I was like, I want to watch a different movie, but I want to watch something more violent. I want to watch more shooting, more action. So I kept going past like all the funny movies, all the good movies. I didn't get to the point where I'm watching scary movies again, y'all. I didn't get to that point because I feel like once you start watching like too much horror, it's okay to partake in it sometimes, but once all you watch is horror, you going. I feel like you going. That was me like back in the day before I healed. Like I used to only watch horror. I used to really love like seeing people get killed. But now I was like, I kind of want to watch action because there's a balance. You get what I'm saying? Like people still get murdered and stuff like that, and it's still exciting, but it's usually somebody saving somebody at the end. So I'm like, okay, let me find another action movie. And I'm like, why don't I want to watch funny movies? I love funny movies. I love romantic comedies. I don't want to watch that stuff, but I want to watch something that's violent. I want to see people get shot. And I'm like, why do I want to watch that? And I'm starting to realize like sometimes it's what you're consuming. So you got to be very careful when you're consuming, especially when you're a spiritual person. And I don't want to sound like those overly religious people that always judging us spiritual folks anyway. But one thing that they do have right is the transfer of spirits. So if you surround yourself by a whole bunch of negative energy, you eating negative food, you watching negative movies, you're listening to negative music, eventually you're going to start feeling negative. You're going to start acting negative. Like that energy is going to get onto you. And then plus I'm not cleansing like that. I'm running around because I got all this type of shit to do with my business. That's why today I'm going to take a spiritual bath and I'm going to cleanse. So I made this video to tell you, like, if you've been feeling negative lately and you've been feeling angry and you really don't know why you've been feeling angry, because like, oh, nobody really do nothing to me, I'm usually chill. Pay attention to what you're eating. Pay attention to what you're watching. Pay attention to who you're hanging around. Pay attention to what you're listening to. I'm not saying you cannot consume low vibrational stuff, because we love low vibrational stuff once in a while. But you have to be careful not to be back to back with it. You get what I'm saying? It was, for me, it's been months of eating negatively. It's been watching negative movies and shows for 3 days straight. You get what I'm saying? And not cleansing, not staging myself, not staging my home, not taking my spiritual baths and stuff like that. And I'm wondering why I'm feeling negative, why I want to hate people, why I'm on social media arguing with people in the comments about stuff that doesn't even matter. You get what I'm saying? Because I've allowed negative energy to attach itself to me. Okay? So what I'm basically saying, if you feel, because I feel like with the collective, like my collective, everyone who watches me and stuff like that, we all go through the same things. So Spirit is trying to tell me, like, yo, pay attention to what you're doing, because sometimes it's not really you. Sometimes sometimes you get so caught up in the world around you and stuff like that, and now that you're spiritually open, you become more sensitive, so it starts to like feed off of it. Does that make sense? It's like, yeah, girl saying, yeah, I need to cleanse, and I know I need to cleanse, but I just don't do it because I be so like, oh, my ancestors gonna take care of me, oh, my angels gonna take, and they are, but you still gotta do your part too. Like, you can't. That's like going outside and playing in the mud, knowing you need to come and take a shower, but you like, oh, it's okay because it's going to rain one day. It's going to rain. So when it rains, that's when I'll clear the mud off me. That's when the mud will come off me, when it rains. But no, if you got a shower in your house, why not take a shower and get the mud off before the rain comes, if that makes sense? So you can't, like, our angels are here for us, God is here for us, Spirit is here for us, but at the same time, you got to do the work. So you got to be cleansing. You got to be careful, because no matter how much work you do, no matter how much prayer you're in, no matter how many crystals you use, we still live in a 3D world where most of the shit is negative. Like, most of the shit is negative. It's a lot of positive stuff out there, but there's also a lot of negative stuff, and the more you consume it, the more it will follow you. And I'm gonna say this before I go. The last thing I want to say is, for example, of how it follows you, because I've been like feeding into that energy, I've been receiving more of that energy. So I've been commenting on shit because I'm feeling negative and I'm looking for a fight, and I'm like, I'm feeling negative, I'm looking for a fight, and I just want to argue with somebody because I got aggression. I don't even know where the fuck this aggression coming from, because ain't nobody do shit for me, but it's coming from me consuming stuff and not taking care of my body and watching all this negative stuff. You get what I'm saying? So now I'm looking for a fight. I want somebody to try me. I want some, you get what I'm saying? So I'm commenting on stuff, and I noticed that now my social medias are more and more negative videos popping up. That's the same analogy. So now I'm feeding into that negative energy. So Instagram and TikTok is bringing me more negativity. Now, if I would have just ignored it and seek out positivity and like more positivity, then I'll start to see more positivity. So that's the same thing. So if you want to feel better, you have to seek out better. It's not about just you being vibrationally high or whatever. It's about what are you putting yourself around. And I'll tell y'all this one thing. When you manifest in darkness, because I've manifested in dark feminine, whatever you want to call it, and I've manifested in light, the light feminine. I will tell you, I've never manifested faster than when I moved in the light. When I moved in the light, shit be coming like this. If I want money, it's like this. If I want to a new job, it's like this. Like when I was manifesting in the light, using the sun, like using like methods that were of light, fast. In darkness, it still comes, but it feels like, how can I say it? It almost feels like it comes with a price. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to scare y'all, but I just feel like when you manifest out of negative energy, when you manifest out of hatred, like, you ever just hated something so much, like you're like, oh, I wish this person disappeared, I wish this person disappeared, and then that person just disappeared out your life, whatever. But it was in hatred, and then they disappear in like the most like worst way. Like they might not die or nothing like that, but they might get fired or like y'all might have like a negative falling out or whatever, because you were manifesting in the dark, whereas you could have just manifested in the light. And maybe you were trying to get rid of a person, and God moves you to a better job, to a better high end pay, or to a better house, a better situation, because you manifested in the light versus you manifested in the dark. Does that make sense? I hope I'm making sense, because I feel like I'll be rambling. That's why I like with channel messages, it'd be like hard, because I don't have cards. Like, you can understand. So I'm trying to describe it to you the best way it's coming to me. So I'm just happy I realized this, because I was spiraling, I was out of control. I'm like, this is not me. I don't have nothing to be angry about. These people didn't do nothing to me. I have no reason to be yelling. I have no reason to be thinking about death because I'm upset. I have no reason to be thinking about that with somebody else. You get what I'm saying? So I just wanted to say that, you guys. I just want to say that before you think about like, oh, I'm angry, I have to get out this aggression and stuff like that. Think about where the actual aggression is coming from. Is it coming from something that actually happened, or are you just eating foods and consuming music and consuming videos and stuff that are negative? So now everything is negative. And again, I'm not saying that I'm not going to have my Popeyes biscuits. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that I'm not going to watch a movie, like another action movie here or there. I'm not saying that I'm not going to listen to my little baby talking about shooting shit up. I'm not saying that. But I'm saying is I'm going to, what's it called? I can't think of the word right now. I guess a word I could use is regulate my consumption. So I'm going to make sure I balance. So the same way I'm always looking at negative stuff, I'm still going to make sure I make a conscious effort to listen to affirmations, to listen to podcasts that are about positive things, to watch funny movies, watch romantic movies. Right now, my next goal is, my business is doing well. My next goal is to find a partner. So maybe I need to watch more romantic comedies and love movies so I can manifest that into my life, instead of watching stuff that's like bad. You get what I'm saying? So even though I'm still going to consume in low vibrational shit, because there's nothing wrong with it sometimes, I'm still going to make a conscious effort to make sure I have balance. Make sure I have balance, and make sure you do your cleansing, y'all. Make sure you do your cleansing. Any way you cleanse, whether it just be like a certain prayer you say, whether it be a whole bath, whether it be a ritual, whether it be some sage, make sure you cleanse. I know we're tired. I know everybody's working and everybody got bills. We got kids. We got, it's a lot of stuff in life, but you cannot forget about yourself. You cannot forget about yourself. You cannot forget about your spiritual healing, or you will go insane. That shit will drive you crazy, I'm telling you. And it's going to affect you even more, because it's one thing for people who are not woke, and for people who are, what's the word I'm looking for, not woke, and people who are like they're just not, they just never had an awakening. They don't really partake in spirituality or heal their traumas. They don't know that they're hurting for no reason. They don't know, because so it's easier to go through life when you don't know. But when you know and you've been to a part where you've healed, and then you came from that part that you healed from and went back to the part that you healed from, you can feel it. So it affects you more. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. It affects you more. You get what I'm saying? Because now I can feel it, because I know what it feels like to be positive. I know what it feels like to be full of light. I know what it feels like to be healthy. I know what it feels like to not be worried, to trust the divine. I know what it feels like. So for me to backtrack and go to something negative, I can feel it. You get what I'm saying? I can feel it. So that's what I'm trying to tell you. So to them, people who live low vibrational anyway, they don't feel the difference. You feel the difference, and that's why it hurts more. But yeah, so yeah, excuse my little short, but I just had to come up here and do this channel message. I am about to do one more thing, and I'm about to go in the house. Then I'm about to go home. I'm gonna take a shower, and then I'm gonna run me a nice spiritual bath. I'm gonna play my my affirmational music, and I'm gonna cleanse my damn house and cleanse my damn soul, because I am tripping right now. Like, but I did this to myself, and I know what I was supposed to do, but I haven't did it. But yeah. But with that being said, you guys, I will see you guys later tonight when I do the reading. And again, thank you so much. Have a great day, y'all.